Hey, we're going to do a really quick, I'm going to say explanation of what this machine is now doing on our floor. Because I swore I would never buy another vertical standalone machine, but once Haas came out with a 6-pallet pool, it made tremendous sense. At least this is the test, because here in a minute, watch over here, here in a minute, we're going to show you the Grob over here, which is a 5-axis trunnion high-speed machine with a 13-pallet rotary pool. And so this machine, the Grob, of course, is designed to be a very, very high production machine. The challenge with it is it comes in all fully tooled at about $2 million. And so what we're doing is we're running a test, pretty much, we're gonna say head-to-head on a machine like this, which comes in fully tooled, close to about 300,000. So let's see, 2 million versus 300,000. I'd like to say it's a no-brainer, but these machines actually do serve very unique and different purposes. And at the end of the day, they do just machine parts, but it's really how they machine the parts and the type of work that we're gonna put in each one of these machines. So let's go ahead and walk over here real quick and you see some of the complex stuff that we're doing. This is what I absolutely love. Everybody on the floor, we train at all different levels. This is actually Tim. He's actually director of operations. He runs the whole place, and they even got him out here like loading parts and making machines run. So what are we doing here, Tim? What's going on here?
So we're finishing out a couple of parts that were already set up. So I'm not a good setup guy, but I can operate. This is actually the last part in this family, but this is actually a 5-axis part. This is a very traditional setup for us, where it's a single operation. On this one, we had to use a standardized work holding, but we're able to basically net this part out. So I'm gonna blow this out there. But this is a very typical, this started out as a big piece of billet, and it's a few tabs and we're done. But this is a true traditional 5-axis part. It's very typical of how we like to fold our parts and work them.
Yeah, and what's so interesting about him saying typical is this is not typical. Now, it is typical today. When we started doing this monolithic build, which is now probably 20 years ago, where we were actually being able to hold the material in a certain orientation, buy the material in a large enough size so we could touch the part one time, relatively speaking, and get the entire part machine in a single operation, a full operation. So now what they'll do is the part's completely done. They can take this now into basically a deburr area, cut the tabs, do a light blend, and the part's completely done, ready to go into the next, ready to go to inspection, really. So
13 pallets in this, basically this robot that sits in front of the machine to keep it running unattended. So that's really how we like to keep our parts moving in that type of automated fashion.